Is that one?
Hello, and welcome to the Roundtable. We've got a great show for you this week, so let's meet our panel.
I'm Chip Doherty.
Hi, I'm Sam Rashani.
I'm Jake Watcher.
Alright, so this was probably one of the biggest sports weekends in Boston history. They had the Patriots and the Red Sox, great games. Did you guys get to see the games?
I did.
Of course, it's like
As did I.
Did you guys shut the game off because you thought they were both
I
going to
shut the
lose?
game
You
off.
know what?
I shut the game off at 6th inning because it was 7-0.
Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. In that Patriots game, after Brady threw the interception, I was obviously upset, rightfully so, and coming into the final drive, I just kept it on just because, and we got the ball back, and then I was like, oh, maybe there's some hope. Throws the ball to Kenbrell Tompkins with 5 seconds left.
It
Boom.
was
And I'm going to be honest, I lost it. I lost it. I was
Running through
jumping
the
up
house?
and down, running through the house. Yeah.
That was amazing.
Let's
Yeah.
talk
It
about the
was
Red
amazing.
Sox first.
Yeah, well, I didn't start viewing that game, like, at the start of the game. I hopped on around the 5th inning, and it was painful to watch at that time.
I'm surprised I even got to the 6th inning.
Yeah,
Got
it
to
was
the
it was hard to watch for the
Yeah.
first while.
Well,
But
baseball
then,
is obviously a lot slower than like
yeah,
football.
yeah.
it's an acquired
It's,
taste.
yeah, you can't really like. It's a
an
different
acquired taste.
experience. You can't like have a big party around a Red Sox game because
I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed the
if
game
you just sit
lasted.
down and watch the whole game, there's not
enough.
enough excitement. You know, it's more of like a leisurely
Yeah.
thing with like.
Yeah,
There can
like
be.
you
just
some.
kinda sit down,
sitting
lay
down
down.
You
with
can
your
have a
friends.
good time
just
as
hanging out.
watching Red Sox.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just disappointed the game last night didn't go the way the game
Yeah,
did last week.
they need to pull
At least-
through tonight.
Well, at least we have the 7 games instead of the 5 because this upcoming game, if it was 5, would be very, very important.
Yeah.
But luckily,
Yeah, I would say
it's-
tonight's game's huge. I think that if we
It's
win,
very important.
Yeah.
if we win tonight,
Do we have
then
home? Do we have home?
We have a pretty good
field?
Well, how they do it is that they play 2. We have home field advantage because we
Okay.
have the best record in the
Yeah,
MLB.
home field advantage, that's what I
but,
thought it was.
But we get the first 2 at Fenway, 3 away, and then 2 back. So tonight's the last game in
Tonight it's going to be
Detroit.
Sanchez
versus Leicester. I know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
I think Leicester will
always comes
definitely
through,
do
so
well.
we'll see. But we definitely need a W tonight because it's gonna be hard to win 2 in a row. back
7-3.
I,
Ugh.
I'm not talking about the
even-
bad
PV
news.
PV
Yeah.
just absolutely blew the second inning.
Yeah,
If
he
you look-
really
I mean,
did.
he walked 3 guys, walked a guy in. and
Yeah,
then
walked
2
a
hits
man
in.
home.
Actually, we
Are
could
you
have gotten
kidding me?
we could have gotten away with only getting out of that inning with 1 run, and there was a double play ball right to Pedroia, and he kind of choked, and it like
And
ricocheted off his glove.
he's
and
not the guy
they
to
only got
choke.
one.
He's
Yeah, I don't know.
always
It's
been very
uncharacteristic. Same with PV.
reliable.
PV's a
and,
very
like,
good pitcher, but
yeah.
he just kind of blew
Do you guys
up.
think hitting's a major problem so far? Also,
I don't think
It was in
I mean,
game
Drew
one.
was 0 for
In
4.
game one, it was kind of
And he's-
rough, but we brought it back when Poppy hit the grand slam. It
Well, that's
really
one
started
guy.
changing. It changed the momentum. I think, though, it really encouraged
of
the
the
guys.
series of the game.
Well, that game and
Well,
we-
obviously it changed the game.
Yeah.
Was it Daniel Nava?
I
and
think,
Or-
honestly, I think that
Ortiz
changed-
had 2 hits, not this game, but the past one.
Before
Or was
the
it
Grand
Gomez?
Slam?
Or was it Gomez?
Before the Grand Slam?
after the Grand Slam, Napoli had one. I'm pretty
Napoli,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, he drove the run.
That
It
was
was Napoli.
He it's kind of interesting to see how he struck out so many times before, and he finally got that. Did you hear? He pulled his pants down over his socks.
I didn't hear that.
Over his socks to cover, because it's like every time he had his Red Sox, he struck out, and then the pants covered the socks, and he hit a home run.
Reminds me of the bloody sock back in the good.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Chilling
Red Sox.
days.
Speaking
they're,
of
Speaking
they're,
of shit,
they're
yeah,
so
he-
superstitious.
He had his yard sale,
Yeah,
he had his yard sale or sold like all of his possessions this weekend.
Why is it still?
But
well, they're
definitely.
superstitious.
Yeah,
Will Middlebrooks was actually 0 for 2, and he's 1 for 10 so far.
That
in the
is-
series. So
he needs to change something.
yes, definitely needs to change. So do you think we need to change the batting order, or do you think we're just going to get better results?
The batting order is pretty good as is, I think.
Yeah, I
mean,
think so too.
We
Yeah,
have our
but
It
top
was
5
just,
guys.
a bad game.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
to them.
I mean, we had a couple hits in the 6th, 8th, and 9th innings, so,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't too bad, but...
It was pretty bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Well, the first couple innings, I mean, their pitcher pitched unbelievable. What's his name?
Yeah.
Like,
I know, but
Slater
the Red Sox have
or
gone up against
Slater?
amazing pitchers in the
No,
past,
something weird. It's
but
like-
they've been able to score.
Schneider.
He pitched out of his mind.
What's your prediction for the rest of the series?
Well, I think like Big Poppy obviously had a great grand slam, but that's his only hit of the series.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if he's going to do that every game, great. But you can't just go through a series with one hit and
You can't.
be the big slugger.
I mean, he's debatably the most clutch playoff player in the history of the MLB.
Where has he been in the?
I mean, in 2000,
the games we
2007, he hit like 2 walk-offs in the 50.
Mike Lowe was
Yeah,
MVP
but he
that
is-
In
game.
2004,
He's
he
1 for
hit,
15
like
in
2
this
home runs in
series.
one game. I know. I mean, I don't know. He comes around. I mean, you can't hate the guy.
So you think we're looking
It's
at
unbelievable.
low-scoring games for the rest of the series?
I mean, it's always a pitching battle, unless like last time.
It's a lot.
like,
It's
Evie blew
pretty
up.
much.
Game 3, Verlander, who's lights out usually, only allowed one run,
Yeah.
and that won the game, 1-0. So
Well, both teams have good defense and offense, and that's probably going to be the reason why it's going to be a low-scoring game, which I think it will be, because
Well, let's go to the NLCS. Who would you rather have to play, St. Louis or LA? I mean, personally, I would say St. Louis. but-
Yeah, I would not like to face
Yeah.
LA.
yeah, the Dodgers are pretty solid. They always
Yeah,
have been.
yeah.
They have like one of the biggest budgets, other than the Yankees, I think, in the MLB for players. So
I'd like to face St. Louis, but
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
pretty strong.
LA is going to take it.
I mean,
Yeah.
St. Louis wouldn't be an easy win. Also, I mean, they've been doing well. And
Rematch 2004.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, we'd sweep them, but I doubt that would actually happen. So we'll just have to
That'd be
wait and see.
that'd be pretty amazing.
So yeah, that's the Red Sox game tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
big game, must win.
hmm Now the Patriots, they had that amazing comeback. So the Saints are no longer defeated. They're
Yeah.
undefeated. So that's good. Bad news for Gerard Mayo is out for the season.
That's
with a torn.
huge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
huge. I'm gonna
Also,
say it
um,
right there with
yeah.
Wilfork and
Already
Mayo
with
out,
Wilfork.
Yeah.
The
Also,
two
it's
defensive captains of the team
Are
out,
gone.
out for the season.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
so huge.
Did you see the Amendola though? How he got rocked right in the
Yeah.
head.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got
Didn't he
he's got a
knock out
concussion.
cold?
He's out.
You know, he didn't
Yeah.
get knocked out. He got up and
Oh.
he was curious. He had no idea where he was going, like where he was.
completely
Yeah.
knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh well, then he got right back up though.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, what about
I saw him
Talib
get right back
also?
up.
No, he
Keep the
didn't.
lead.
Yeah.
He was out
Yeah,
for a good minute.
if we lose
No.
Talib too, our defense
that's
is going
not
to be
good.
like Swiss cheese.
It
People
is.
are going to run right through.
I think this is going to be very bad for the Patriots. Not good at all. Do you think we can adapt our defense to fill the
I mean,
void?
I
We
mean,
already-
Keep Talib has been lights out the last couple of games, so that's always good to see.
Yeah.
But I mean, Will Fork and Mayo, like I said, is huge losses. But I mean, if there's anyone that can go through and fill in gaps, it's the Patriots and Bill Belichick. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's
But,
definitely a challenge for the Patriots.
I felt
that's
like
for sure.
we adjusted to filling in the gap of Wilfork, and Mayo really stepped up, and now we have two gaps to fill because Mayo is doing a huge part covering
Mhm.
for Vince, and
No, he's out too. So
yeah, it's just
It's gonna
getting
be
worse.
it's gonna be difficult.
well, we're facing the Jets this weekend. So how do you feel?
I
about
feel like
that?
that's definitely a better team to be playing because
Yeah.
let's face it, they're a weaker team in the league.
They are.
A week
Yeah,
it's an
the Jets
understatement.
are weak to say the least. I mean, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be coming this season. I mean, it's like shocking to think that week 7, the Giants have not won a game yet, and the Jets have won like 3 or 4. So
I find that
I'm happy the Giants.
So,
haven't
like,
won
I
a
hate
game
Eli
yet.
Manning.
So
let's not get personal. Let's not get
I'm just saying that
personal. I'm just
I don't like him as a quarterback.
kidding. Maybe because he beat us twice in the world.
Yeah.
In the World Series, you were gonna say World
I
Series.
Yeah,
said-
he thwarted
I
our
said world,
18
and I
and
stopped myself.
Yeah.
record.
That would've been
we came
amazing.
18 and 1 and we lost it, and you know, it's really the one that I think about. It's not being undefeated for 18 games. It's losing the Super Bowl.
So we're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll be right back.
Dude, Sam, you kind of smell that.
Recently, there have been a lot of staff changes here at Dover-Sherborn High School. This affects the arts department, the language department, and the administration. You're about to see some interviews with new staff and old staff in new positions.
We're here with Mr. Smith today, and we are going to discuss his new position as headmaster. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. So what are your goals for the school year this year?
Well, I probably have three primary goals this year. One is certainly the new supervision evaluation system that we're moving to with all teachers and staff. So it's how we will determine staff effectiveness and what type of teaching that they're doing and if it's meeting the high standard that we expect. So that'll be one. The second one is communication, communication to students, communication to teachers, and communication to parents in our community. I think that that's an area that certainly we can improve upon, and I'm making that one of my focuses. And the last part really is school culture, and it involves an increased awareness of school spirit, bringing opportunities for students to showcase their skills, be appreciated, opportunities to bring our music programs together from the middle and high school, an opportunity to celebrate the successes we have in our clubs and activities, as well as on our athletic fields. So we've got a number of things planned throughout the year to sort of raise school spirit.
Have you ever been a teacher or a principal in the past?
Yes, I have. I was originally a social studies teacher, so I taught AP Government, AP US, World Civ, Psychology, and this is my 11th year as a principal. I've been a principal at 2 previous high schools before coming to Dover-Sherborn.
Where were the high schools?
Those were Neshoba Regional in Bolton and Westboro High School, which was my last principalship.
What high school did you go to?
I went to a very small Catholic high school called Notre Dame Prep. I know sometimes people here think that this is a small school. My graduating class had 29 students, very small. So it was a great experience. I was somebody that played 3 sports. I was the class president. I was highly involved with student government and really enjoyed my high school experience.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
History, absolutely. U.S. history and government. I think I had 2 excellent teachers, and they were really the motivating force behind why I wanted to get into teaching, because of my passion for history and for government and politics, understanding how that works, and that's what I majored in college.
Okay, we're here with Mr. Ferris today, and we're going to ask him some questions. What is it like being the department head?
It's interesting. I actually had a school district in New York. I was a coordinator for foreign languages. It was a few years back, so I did that for 1 year. So I have a little experience. It's busy. I have a lot of work, especially because I'm new to DS. But you know, the teachers have been great. They're very helpful, both in my department and in the other departments. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it. I like the teaching, but I also like the administrative things, so it's going well.
Good. What grades do you teach?
Well, I teach freshmen. Well, I'm a Spanish teacher, so I teach Spanish Novice 3 honors. So those are mostly freshmen, although some of them are also juniors. So some went through the middle school program, some started here, so they're all in the same class. Mostly freshmen. Then I also teach. It's called the 1B program, so those kids are sophomores. And then I also teach intermediate 2 honors, and those are juniors.
Nice. How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching, this is my 19th year teaching, and I've been at a number of school districts, mostly in Massachusetts, although I'm actually from Wisconsin originally, so that's where I started. And most recently I was at Peabody High School, which is north of Boston. I was there for about 8 years. So that's where I came from last year.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're here with Mr. Estabrook today. We're going to ask him some questions.
Hello.
So, Mr. Estabrook, what is it like teaching at the high school now?
I like it a lot. It's a nice change of pace, and it's been pretty fun seeing the kids I have in 8th grade. So I walked into the room the first day of school, and it was like 8th grade never ended. You know?
Yeah.
But they're a foot taller.
Yeah. Do you prefer teaching in the high school or the middle school?
I don't think I have a preference. I like them both.
Yeah.
So I teach 8th grade ABC in the morning over there. Then at 10:30 I come over here. And they're very different. The schools are very different. It's much more calm here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the kids aren't running around giving each other noogies like in the middle school. But I like it. It's
Yeah,
good.
good. Well, thank you so much for interviewing.
My pleasure.
I'm here with Miss McGovern, the new foods teacher, and we're going to ask her some questions. So, what do you like about being the new foods teacher?
Well, I'm finding this year so far, it's only the end of September, to be quite challenging. When I was first asked to be the foods teacher at the end of this last year's school year, I was excited about the new challenge of doing something different. I have the nutritional knowledge, but I really wanted to challenge myself in a cooking lab environment. What I like about it is that I am learning to orchestrate a classroom differently. and it's in a lab situation, although I don't like to call it a lab situation, in the kitchens. Students are working on various projects, and they are in various stages of working on their projects, so it is a little chaotic, but I like to call it controlled chaos. So I like it. It's interesting.
What do you not like about it?
The controlled chaos. I find that it's uncomfortable for me to have to not have control over everybody. I'm somewhat of a control. I don't want to call myself a freak, but I'm a person that likes order and having things move logically and sequentially. In this type of environment, that doesn't happen. People move within their comfort level and their experience level, and you can have all sorts of different things happen, which is okay, because part of making mistakes is a part of the learning process. But in the process, you have to make sure nobody gets hurt. I'm always afraid of a fire or someone getting cut with a knife. So you have to be careful in that respect. I'm also afraid that if the smoke detector goes off and I'm the cause of the fire department coming, that would be a little embarrassing. So I kind of keep an eye on everybody.
Now, what's your favorite recipe?
That we've made so far, or that we're going to make?
That you're going to make.
Well, one thing I'm very excited about making in December is I'm going to have the students make from scratch their own gingerbread houses and have a competition. But they have to make the gingerbread houses from scratch. There's no, and they'll decorate them and they'll plan them and yeah, I'm excited about
Sounds
that.
really fun.
It's like a cooking competition.
Well, thank you for meeting with us today.
Well, thank you very much for interviewing me. I'm glad you thought of me.
Hi, welcome back. Let's start out with DS Sports. Field hockey is doing amazing. They've got another win yesterday against Ashland, and our own Abby Gannon scored 4 goals in a single game.
He did not say 1. He did not say 2. He did not say 3, but 4 goals.
4 goals.
Once is lucky,
4.
4 times is nasty skill.
And the team as a total had 7.
So that's more than half of the goals. So
They're
pretty
doing-
much she literally carried the team on her back. I heard she's getting recruited by D1 schools.
D1 schools.
And she was a TV all-star last year as a sophomore.
Very impressive.
So
First team.
I'm
Very
lucky.
skilled.
I'm lucky to be. Look, there she
Hi,
is right
Abby.
there.
That's Abby Gannon.
That's a TV all-star.
The one
right
and
there.
She's
only.
also our director, so
Yeah.
many talents.
Multi-talented.
She's not as talented in the school, but
Whoa. Let's not be offensive here.
All right, so girls soccer is at home versus Ashland at 3:30 on Friday. Boys soccer is on the road versus Ashland.
Yep.
big game.
Yeah.
We kind of have
that
to
right?
win. Yeah, we
But-
kind of have to win, because if we don't, we need 2 more wins for tournament, and that's a winnable game. So if we don't come through, then it's gonna be a struggle.
It's okay. You guys should win. A lot of the people are predicting that you will win. So good luck out
Against
there.
Ashland.
Monty is also on the field. Jonathan Montella.
Telly's right there.
He's I wish I could
Attaboy,
show him to you,
Montella.
but
Part of our studio audience.
oh, here we go.
That's
Hey,
the
Monty.
back
That's
of
the
his
back of his
beautiful
head.
head.
It's ridiculous.
And then
He's a
Fiona.
future TVO all-star.
and then there's the football game. It's also on the road, heading to Hopkinton. So
That's going to be a good game.
I'm worried about that thing.
We'll see. Their
Hopkinton,
football team's
I-
pretty strong. They're good.
Yeah, they're doing
mindset.
well. They have one loss
We'll
so
see.
far out of.
I'm not going
what
to doubt
you-
them ever again.
Hopkinton's got it.
Yeah,
Pretty good
Hopkinton does
Yeah,
have a
they are
strong
D2.
team.
They're solid.
One of the best teams actually in the league.
TBL.
TBL right now.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
Anything can happen though. So
Miracles are real, Chip.
So there's there's DS Sports for you. The Bruins are playing in Florida against the Panthers,
Best
and
video game.
actually Thomas
Timmy.
is going to be
Timmy.
the Panthers goalie.
Yeah.
So
Thomas.
so
I feel like if
Former
it was at the
Bruins
TD Garden, you'd get a
Stanley
lot
Cup
of boos.
champion.
Thomas is we'll just call him washed up. And Tuke
A
is
washed-up old man.
Tuke is the
Yeah.
new guy. So
It should be interesting to see how we do
basically,
against
the
Tim.
Panthers just take our leftovers, and we'll see how we do.
Yeah, so
It'll be interesting to see how
on
we do
that
against
basis,
Tom.
we should win. We do have a lot of strong players who can put the puck in the net. So, and good luck to them.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about fantasy football.
All right.
I
my
know
favorite
Chip
time
is
of the day.
yes, Chip is very passionate about his fantasy football. So who are you? Your picks for the week?
All right. Well, you want my
Talk
starting
about your
lineup?
team.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, last week, no Sean Marino, the Denver running back, had 3 touchdowns and like 89 yards or something.
Wow, great
so that's
game.
29 points right there. Bang. So that's huge.
Bang bang.
I'm getting
That's
pretty
huge.
upset because I have Gronk and I'm not being able to play him yet.
Yeah, because he's not playing yet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So you know what? That stinks, but
Yeah, it does.
that's life. You know, that's life.
Life's
Life
not
is
fair.
tough.
And I got my guy Gonzalez back in the lineup because he had a bye last week, so he's always huge. And after Gronk, I think I'm going to start my other tight end at my flex, Jermichael Finley, instead of.
Oh, he's been doing pretty well this
Yeah, he
season.
has.
Oh, yes.
But I'm usually you don't start a tight end as your flex. You
Yeah.
usually put like a wide receiver, running back. But
I'm also pretty upset.
my
Sorry,
guy
keep
Stevie
going.
Johnson is not producing. He keeps getting like 0
Yeah,
points.
he has
so-
not been on
I'm pretty
this
upset
game.
because I lost Julio Jones.
Yeah.
I lost Mike Vick, but I had Aaron Rodgers, so I mean I'm not too upset.
Mm.
And Andrew Luck has been playing pretty poorly. Calvin Johnson, he's playing pretty well.
Yeah. If you have Calvin Johnson, yeah,
He's
good
playing
for
great.
you.
Oh yeah, Des Bryant is also unstoppable.
Oh,
Des
he's on
Bryant's
fire.
Does not
having
stop.
really
does
good
not
couple
stop.
games.
Yeah, so he's always good. He's on my starting lineup, and then I have,
You better start him facing the Eagles.
of
this
course,
Yeah.
I'm starting him, and then of course I have Josh Gordon, who's been also lights out ever since his suspension was ended after week 3.
Those
So he's always been
suspensions will
huge.
get you.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. I'm looking forward to this week. Except Broncos are playing Colts, and I have their defense, so that might not be good. But
Yeah.
other than that, maybe I can improve to a terrible 3-5 or 3-4, which is not good.
That's pretty
'Cause right now I'm
painful.
2-4.
Ouch.
So,
Yeah, I think I've got a worse record in all 3 of my teams. So
bummer.
Well, we'll see how all those games go.
I appreciate the empathy.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank you very much.